spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USF's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Hard running there. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Bulls want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. And that one's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Steps away to find some room. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Runs through a tackle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bulls in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Troy took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Trojans that fired on all cylinders. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Did the work himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Let's go. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Culliver. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's McLaughlin. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Florida Atlantic, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Mims. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Quick release on the RPO. At the 45 on his way. Down the seam on the left. Touchdown, Owls! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
10, Florida Atlantic, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Got the 1st down himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Another 4th down opportunity in this quarter, and they've yet to convert in 2 tries. Here comes the heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. The defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Bulls will try to convert on 4th down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's McLaughlin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's McLaughlin. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USF. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
To the air. It's St. Clair. Sets up the screen. There he goes. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got it, looking for a first. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Florida Atlantic tries to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Still on his feet. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his man. It's Hawkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Bulls are flying down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
South Florida, 24. Florida Atlantic, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Mims. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Owls will go for it on fourth down. Unloads quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for space. It's Jackson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Breaks the tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bulls decide to punt it away. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got a man, it's Card. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Card. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half.
13.
He'll bring it out. It's Mims. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Gives it on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Creates a little space. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Tempo and overdrive.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll do it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hand off from the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll try it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Bulls will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Rushes on him. Working that left side now.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really
breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Owls! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the 2nd half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
1st down for the offense.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Remember, he had one blocked last week, but this one is away. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, South Florida. And they grab the advantage.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's St. Clair. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Carr. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. The give on the inside. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Wide open space. Touchdown, Owls. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good.
35, South Florida, 31.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Culliver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bulls moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the option. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Culliver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Fourth down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Owls enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on! That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
A third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Pressure coming. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that